All right, guys, here we go. Robert Lee Satcher Jr. Doesn't sound familiar to you, does it? Let's try this name. How about Leland Devin Melvin? No? None of you all know either one of these guys? Never heard of them before? Well, let me give you an idea of who and what they are. Robert Lee Satcher Jr. This guy's pretty impressive. Born in Hampton, Virginia, Satcher attended high school in South Carolina and received his Bachelor of Science degree and a doctorate degree in chemical engineering from Massachusetts Institute of Technology. That's MIT. He went on to medical school at Harvard Medical. This should sound pretty nice to Sergeant Willie Pete. I don't know why he would be interested in a fellow doctor or anything like that, but just saying. And he received his medical degree in 1994. Well, that's a couple of years after I graduated from high school. Satcher did his internship, residency, and postdoctoral research fellowship at the University of California, Berkeley from 1994 to 2000, an orthopedic oncology fellowship at the University of Florida from 2000 to 2001. Let's take a look at the other guy. Yeah, both brothers, black men, not blood relatives, but black men brothers. Leland Devin Melvin, February 15th, 1964, that's when he was born, in Lynchburg, Virginia. Boy, I hate that name, Lynchburg. But anyway, is an American engineer. Melvin attended the Heritage High School and went on to the University of Richmond, a football scholarship where he received a bachelor's degree in chemistry. In 1991, he received a Master of Science degree in material science engineering from the University of Virginia. His parents, Dems and Grace Melvin, reside in Lynchburg, Virginia. His recreational interests include photography, piano, reading, music, cycling, tennis, and snowboarding. Wow. A brother who snowboards. I got a couple of buddies who snowboard, and I tell you one thing, as soon as I'm done with what I'm doing, I'm buying me a snowboard and some paintball guns. I'm going to have a good goddamn time. But anyway, just saying that's too much about me. But let's go on to what Leland did as a profession. And it's very important, and I'm going to tell you why it's important. You hear a lot of African-American women. See, I find it just so quite interesting that African-American women say on my pages, why you always concentrating on us? Why you always talking about us? Now, the interesting thing about that is that why you on my page asking me that same question? I talk about you because you black. I talk about you because I'm black. I talk about you because you talked about me when I wasn't doing nothing to you. Now, all I'm doing is just telling you the truth. Now, you can't stand it. So, therefore, that means I hate black women, right? Because you can't stand when I tell you the truth. So I'm going to tell you some truth. You all haven't been paying attention. That's the truth about you. You probably know everything about 50 Cent's new song, but you don't know anything about these two black men. More important than what 50 Cent is doing right now, and even Jay-Z. Love his new song, New York, though, is really nice. But what these guys are doing is more important. But why I'm talking about them? Why am I talking about Leland? Why am I talking about Robert Lee Satcher? Well, let's go back. See, Leland, and this is, again, it's important because African American women, see, I brought up the fact that, black men have done some amazing things in terms of sports, pro football, running, what else? Baseball, basketball. But see, all these African American women, why I concentrate on you? Because you run your mouth too much. Why I concentrate on you? Because you always say negative stuff about black men. but you still want to date from them. You know white women say only positive things about black men? Because they want to date from them. How about the rest of the women, Asian women? They want to date, they say positive stuff. How about Mexican women? They want to date, they say positive stuff. Italian, Native American. I showed you the stats. They say positive stuff. Black women, oh, they just negative. They dismiss. They deny. They say, oh, what this person does because it's sports related and black men do sports, it don't count. Y'all want a CEO. Y'all want this, y'all want that. But see, it's okay for the white guys to be, whatever, sports figures. But it's not okay for black men. Can't be hip hop artists no more, can we? Not okay. Can only be a thug. You can't be Henry Louis Gates. Can't be a professor. No. That ain't enough. How about acting? Nope, that don't count either. All that money. But nope, don't count. So, Leland Melvin. Leland Melvin was a wide receiver for the University of Richmond football team from 1982 to 1985. A team captain during his senior season. Melvin had his best year in 1985 with 65 catches for 956 yards. His top game was in 1984. Now, let me go ahead and skip on down. Melvin was chosen by the Detroit Lions in the 11th round of the 1986 NFL Draft. A wide receiver. During training camp, he pulled his hamstring and was released from the team. He reported to the Dallas Cowboys following spring, but pulled his hamstring a second time, officially ending his professional football career. He also participated in the Toronto Argonauts football training camp. So, what's important about these two African American men? Well, these two men, Leland Devin Melvin and Robert Lee Satcher, they are two astronauts. Now, you have to understand what I just said to you. I said these two black men are astronauts. They're in space right now. They just lifted off this week. Yeah. In the space shuttle. See, they chose Robert Lee Satcher because he is an awesome doctor who works with the robotics and orthopedic technology. They figured he would be really good to work the robotic arm. The first orthopedic doctor to go into space. Yeah. Ain't been paying attention, haven't you? Now, let's go on to Leland. See, you would want to call him a loser, right? Because he didn't get to play too much pro football. But see, he had more than just his football to fall back on. He is a highly intelligent brother. See, and listen to all these women, Blake Barberdoll and her little crew, and a whole bunch of others. Y'all know who you are. Talking about black men and how much they suck. Well, I did my research. Found out that Leland Devin Melvin over here, he's pretty much single. Yeah, I can tell you one thing, you ain't gonna get a date saying he sucks. I'm gonna tell you something else amazing about him. The fact that he is a football player is kind of reminiscent of the fact that, some heroes that white people love were also football players, but they were fantasies. Like Flash Gordon. Yeah, he was a pro football player turned space hero. But this guy's real. Pro football player turned what? Astronaut. So what makes a hero in your mind? I know it makes one in mine. If you were strong enough to be a football player, and then you could turn around because you ain't no dumb jock, and you can be an astronaut for NASA. You a bad dude. Now let's go on to Robert Lee Satcher here. Yeah, doctor. Now, I give you 1,000 guesses who he's married to. Yeah, you gonna get it wrong. But he's actually married to an African American woman. Now you got to think about that. I bet you she ain't no belligerent fool.